Hey, you made it.
Okay, visiting, and it's like, I'm going. Just come.
I'm going to get trained while I'm here. Why not, right? Come on in.
Hello.
This is Hannah. She's from South Wales,
South Wales.
Yeah. I was like, wait, I have to hear her accent first, because her and then the other girl was from Ireland, so I can only tell through the accent. Okay, well, wait till everybody gets on. It looks like the viewers are starting to come. And, oh gosh, here's Kiara with all her goodies. You need to stop you. Kiara, come sit next to me. No, we have like a lot of little treats out today.
We do. But I think I'm going
Oh, what do you need? A wine? I can grab that for you. I'll start it and then I can. Maggie, quit it! Don't breathe all over it. It's so gross.
Good, how are you? Oh my God, look at this.
This is crazy. We like our sweets today.
Well, at least the odds are looking better now that there's 2 more people to eat them.
Yes, less calories consumed for us.
How is everything? Everything good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you manage to sort out all those emails?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Finally got through that whole thing, and then planned to come Friday, and Rylan ended up sick Thursday night. But I think it was. I know we're on like live now, but I think it was just he was running around. He was running at the neighbor's house. He ate like 6 cookies, running, and then as soon as he laid down, he was like, "I don't feel good."
Oh no.
And then he was done, but he just needed to sleep in.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I don't think I can wake him up at like 7 to eat to come there. I was like, I just need to let him sleep.
Oh no, don't worry about it.
But the camps were good?
Yeah, it was a nice week, wasn't it?
Well,
It turned out well. Really good. So Rachel's back in California.
Is she?
Yeah.
Aww. You
So I
missed her?
dropped her to the airport Saturday, bawled my eyes out.
Aw, you missed her?
Yeah, so I drove her and Kiva and the other girls to the airport, and then I
Aw.
came back then.
Yeah.
But I've been speaking to her, both just like missing each other. So like one of the coaches I've been working with for long, for 3 weeks, even like hosted in the same families. So like we'd been like that the whole time.
Maggie.
So yeah, so she's gone.
Aw.
I'll meet up with her though when I'm back home and she's going and stuff.
Oh, that's good.
when do you go home? And how long are you here for?
I've got 2 more weeks left after this working, and then I'm back. I'm traveling for 2 weeks then with my other half. He's flying out here. And then straight home then after that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, time's flying by.
All right, looks like we got our viewers on. We'll get started and we can chat after. I'll go grab that for you and bring you the glasses down.
It's not necessary.
Or could it be from the product?
It is
Tell me, Mom,
necessary.
what do you do? Yeah, if you're approaching folks from their need, you never worry about the method. For you see, the person you're visiting will share where they are hurting if you're coming from the need. Our job is to be sensitive to others' conversations. Let the prospect tell you where they hurt. Oh, let me read it again. Let the prospect tell you where they hurt. We would literally, in the old days, attack people. I mean, we'd go up to people, and you listen to this. Okay, well, I'm going to show you how you have a Rolls Royce in 24 hours, man. I'm going to show you how to do my product. I'm going to use your ball. I'll show you how to grow it. We would actually attack people, and we couldn't understand why the industry had such a negative name. Man, we had it down to, I'm going to just go door knock on the door, man, you sell us. I mean, we won't believe how we used to attack people. It was unbelievable how that would happen in the old days. It was amazing. Then we learned that the only way for us and Kay and I to build it was to teach people how to attract people. People always win when you attract people, and you do that through great listening skills. Then blend your approach and follow up wrapped around their needs. The whole presentation, the whole approach, the whole exit approach is about their need. It's not about my marketing plan. My marketing plan is simply a vehicle. It's not about my product. My product's simply a vehicle. It's about how you no longer wish to have your child left at daycare, how you want to come home and be that stay-at-home mom. So when I approach you to the presentation, I'm going to show you how to stay at home. When I give the presentation, I'm going to be showing you through the presentation how you're going to be staying at home. When I finish the presentation, I'm going to be talking about how I'm excited, how you're going to be able to stay at home as a result of this. And when I follow up with the close, it's all about your presentation. Are you getting this? And if it's from the wellness side or the product side, that's their need. I don't chase either way. Listen to the person. Let them tell you where they're hurting. Then blend that approach. Bring it all together, and then it's great in a form of conversation. Build from relationships. Take time to listen to their needs. To assist, you can use form. That's where I'll talk to somebody about their family, their occupation, their recreation, and material desires. The other day, I was at a chamber meeting. I started asking the person, hey, are you married? We started talking about his marriage, how long he's been married. Hey, and I've been married since the earth crust hardened. We started laughing and talking. He gave me how long he's married. He didn't talk to me about his kids. He told me where his kids were. 2 of them were in college, 1 of them was still in high school. When we started talking about his family, see, he was talking about his family. I was listening. And I said, hey man, where are you working? Well, I work for Hewlett Packard. He started telling me what he did at Hewlett Packard, how long he'd been at Hewlett Packard, and how he wasn't really sure if he was going to stay at Hewlett Packard, and how they cut back on his pension, and on and on and on. So then I rolled over and I said, well, man, all that work, what do you do for recreation? And I love to water ski. We have a ski boat, man. We go up to Lake Conroe, and then we're out there with our kids, and we're all the time skiing. And then it's really great. And I want to travel around. I want to ski all over the United States because I want to be in contests. And then I'm really excited. And then we moved over, and I made a statement. I said, well, if you're in that, is the boat you have right now what do you want? No, it's not the boat I want. Man, let me tell you, there's this boat out there right now. It's $125,000, man. I mean, he started talking about the PA system and about the stereo system and about how it cooled the skier better and how it did wakeboarding better. And he said, what, in a short period of time, using form, talking about his family, occupation, recreation, and material desires, I got his needs. He wanted a new boat. He wanted to retire. Isn't that exciting? Move from their need to a follow-up call to invite to the presentation. Mary, the other day when we were visiting, you said, bingo. John, the other day when we were talking, you was talking about a new boat. Bingo. You understand their need. Listen, I think I can help you with that challenge, Mary. I asked it, if you have a unique business model, it can certainly give you the results. He or she who becomes a great listener. In the book of James, it reads, be slow to speak, but listen, slow down. Listen. Listen to what people are saying. They're not walking around with a sign around their neck saying, I want to be in network marketing. I'd love to be in direct sales. I am looking for more money. It's not the sign around their neck. Listen, fear of losing your job. Not sure if they can send their kids to college. Cost of gas in this life. I had to type my budget in today's time. I hate leaving my kids at daycare center. I've seen this in inner cities. Wow, I can only have I've not had a pay raise in 3 years. I'm so sick and tired of having my company promote people with less qualifications. I'm having to work 2 jobs just to stay up in my fields. Wow. End of the money. I get anything if I can go shopping without putting in a price. Have you seen the price of groceries lately? Good golly. And now they're continuing to shooting and they're continuing to shooting up. Someday, I want to go to that perfect cruise to that's what we're saying. Listen, listen, listen. Make your ears like antennas. See, when you master the art of listening, people want to know then more about you and what you do. They want to know that you care about them. When they feel that you are listening and care about them, they open the door to hear about you and not to. Most people are fearful to ask people to get started. They're fearful of the no, they might not be received. Let me give you some easy ways to ask folks to get involved with you and your business. In other words, at the end, that we share this business and we talk to people about this business, what we have to do is then ask them to get involved with us. And what we say in sales sometimes is a close. We have to close the people. I want to give you just some very simple ones. It's so exciting. Write these down. The first one's what I call the 3-question close. This is after I've given the presentation. We brought them into the presentation on their need. We did the presentation with their need. We're closing up on their need. And here's the questions that I would ask. John, do you see where this business model can help you? Mary, can you see where this business model can help you stay at home? Mary, would you like to stay at home? Mary, when will you believe would be the best time to get started? And do you see where this will help? You know, it can go this way. Do you see where this product can assist you in your runs? Would you like to have better runs? When do you think would be the best time to get started? Right. Do you see where this opportunity can bring you home from work? Would you like to come home from work? When do you think would be the best time to get started? It's 3 questions. Easy to say, easy to get a response, and most important, it's non-threatening to your prospect. 3-question questions. Now, if you get a yes, 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 then move on to, okay, Mary, that's super, Mary. I recommend you meet my business partner. He or she would love to hear your story. No. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling them I want them to hear about my product, my plan. My business partner would love to hear your story. I want my business partner to hear your need. Oh, you can just capture that right there. Did you ever get the person that while you're showing the presentation that continually nod their head? Oh man, yeah. You know, have you ever had that one? You know, where you're saying, well, here's kind of money. Oh yeah, I need that. And this is where I need that. And they just continue, no matter what you say, they're agreeing with you. Well, don't oversell. Don't overpresent. You know, no matter what you say, they're just saying yes to it. So we can understand this person by taking them through the entire presentation. When you have this person say the following, when you get about the 4th or 5th nod, where yeah, here's your question. Hey, John, have I sold you or do I need to tell you more? Got it? See, they're saying yes to them, you're saying, have I sold you? Yeah, I need to tell you more. What's a double positive question? No, you need to keep telling me more. Or, no, you got me. Well, if they got you, go ahead and go straight to the kid. Let's get going. But if they're just saying, no, tell me more, you win either way. If they say you sold me, go ahead, sign them up. If they say, can you tell me more? Go ahead, do a more presentation. The reason this is such a good question is more often than not, we oversell our prospect. We just do not read their body language and we just keep on talking and talking and talking and talking. If we're ready money, we just don't stop. I know we'll forget when I took the stock wellness company.
Keep going and going.
The first presentation I
The
heard.
biggest thing is keeping it quiet. Saying
It was like
little
in the
something.
beginning, God created heaven and earth, and they go back 5,000 years on how this product was formulated. And I'm going, oh, this is a long presentation. And they just get going and going and going and going. Folks, you've got to be careful and you've got to be cautious. Finally, I love this one. I call it my resurrection injection. How to overcome that. And here's how this works. Have you ever been sharing a presentation, and after the presentation, the person might say, this is an illegal pyramid. So then you explain, well, this is an illegal pyramid. Only then have them say, but the product is too expensive. So then you explain, you go ahead and you handle the objection of price. Only have them say, but what sort of guarantee do I get on the product? So now you go and you're trying to help them with that and try to overcome that. No matter what you say, they continue to come up with a new objection, or what I call a resurrection objection. Now, okay, here's the way to handle this. I love this and have used it often. After you had about 2 to 3 shots at you, where you answer one objection and they pop up another one, then this is the way you work it. You get out a piece of paper and you say, hey, here, let's write down every item that is holding you back from making an intelligent decision about this opportunity. Every objection, every question. Let's try it out. Go, Mary. And you just say, what is it? And she says, well, it's hearing well, so this, okay? And you just listen to it, okay? And then write it down, and after that, you might ask this question. If I understand you, Mary, if I can give you an answer to all of these objections that is logical and reasonable, then you're ready to go, correct? Folks, put it to death. Put it to death. If they come right back and they say, well, I don't know, there's more, then get rid of it. There's no, it's not going to be working for you. So use these posts. I think you'll find them unique. You know, it's pretty neat. You know, I remember playing football at Oklahoma State University. It's kind of neat. I still remember practice. I remember going out there. We'd look up there on 50-foot tower, and there'd be our head coach, and we'd get all the specialty coaches around. I was an outside linebacker, so I loved my specialty coach. And I'd go over, he'd be teaching us drills. I loved our specialty coach because they actually were closer to the game. They had played the game a little bit closer to time than our head coach. And so they would prepare us for the next week. They said, okay, next Saturday, this is what we're going to see for offense. This is how this tackle's going to come down on you. You got to watch this particular play, watch the second person out. They were really prepping us. And that's what I was a specialty coach. Now, I want to be your specialty coach here for this next little short session. See, I want to coach you in just a few certain things. See, there's only a few major areas to this business one must master to succeed. As I said earlier, it's the approach, it's the follow-up, it's the presentation, after the presentation, people getting started. Now, I want you to realize that you need to write down, once again, repetition where you're weak. Break down the specific area of your need. Don't just walk through this business thinking it's going to come together, because it won't. Don't just think that, you know, I just kind of inhale this seminar, I'll get all I need. It won't. Break it down. Break it down where you need help. The chances you're not good in all of the areas required in order to make this business work is rare. I've never met anybody yet who is not good in all of those areas. There's only a couple of 3 areas that you may be weak in. This is why you need your mentor. Go to your upline. Go over each one of the segments. Talk to them. In other words, if I'm your mentor, you need to sit down with me and assure me that you know how to get people to a presentation. You need to assure me that you know how to go meet people. And that's what I'm doing. I'm watching you. I'm watching you perform. Then I'm watching you do it. You're teaching me. I'm watching you. It's so important that you break down each area with your mentor. Do not assume, mentors, that your downline are getting it just because there's been a function, a webinar, a seminar, or a CD. Never leave this business to chance. Sit down with those people. It doesn't take that long for you to go with them, to go out maybe and show them how to meet people at a trade show, or if you're going to a boat show, just walking around or something. Show them how to do a conversation. Show them how to use form. Let them listen to you. Let them see how sometimes you might get beat up on a conference call when somebody doesn't give you that ideal answer. They need to hear how you respond when you are challenged. It's so exciting. Watch the presentation by your mentor and learn it. Do the presentation, folks, with a new prospect with your mentor present. And then teach the presentation to one of your new distributors. That's what we call see it, do it, teach it. Now, until you teach each one of these areas to a new distributor, you don't have it. You don't understand it. So you can watch it, you can even do it, but it's not until you teach it that it drives home and becomes internalized. I encourage you leaders and mentors to be sure your people go through this drill. The only real sure method for duplication. You know, in my new MBA series, Mentorship Beyond Academics, what they never taught you in college on leadership, I share some key ideas. I believe these ideas and concepts can add value to you as a leader or potential leader. For you see, the concept in this business is to build large organizations, and it is essential. You know how to secure those organizations if you're to secure your income. You see, ultimately, how you influence others determines how efficiently they will follow you as a leader. So it is important how you influence your group. As we said earlier, I recently read a great example. I recently read a great example of influence. I'm always reading. I'm always understanding. I'm always listening. I'm always progressive in this area. You see, influence is key. You are now coming in. You're learning basic skills. You're learning the very simplest skills. You're learning how to protect your environment. You're learning how to drop your baggage. You're learning how to approach. You're learning how to find people. You're learning all these things are so easy to learn. Bob, you don't understand my personality. We will work with your personality. Your personality will come alive. It's so exciting to me to see all the different personalities, you know? Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen it all in this business. People that had a problem talking to their self end up becoming very wealthy. So it can be done. You can do that. Influence is the key. And after several years in this industry, Kay and I still receive letters from people that we influence. Oh, some of them may not have made it in business. This is in other areas. It's amazing this. As you move up in leadership, you will soon discover that you set the thermostat. Listen, you set the thermostat for the environment of your group. From the moment you duplicate yourself just one time, you now have that wonderful opportunity to influence others. Wow, man. Just remember, when you put one new person in, you are now influencing. Now, I'm going to give you some keys to assist in this endeavor. Number one, communicate. Facebook, Bluebook, Sneebook, Bluebook, Twitter, Witter, all that stuff. Come on and on. But there's nothing like belly to belly, eye to eye. Okay? Communications is picking up the telephone and calling someone and visiting with someone. And when ideally it can be done, go meet them in Starbucks or somewhere and sit down and look them in the eye. Communication. Communicate with your upline. Let them know what you're doing. Let them know what your needs are. Let them know where you need help. Ask them where they're going next week. Can you join them? Are they going to be doing a call that you can listen in on? Stay with that upline mentor. Communicate with your downline. Let them know where you're going. Let them know if you're going to be doing a call. Let them know where they can be plugging in and learning. Communicate. Number two, as you build, give people access. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, people have access to me through the internet. Now, when they send me an email, the majority of the time I can respond by email. Some of the personal challenges they have, I pick up the telephone and I call them. The main thing, give people access. I have my cell telephone number on my business card. I speak all over the world. So, a lot of times people won't give you their cell number. You know, get my cell number. I have my home number posted. I mean, if people want me, I'm giving them access. Number three, you're going to learn, and you're going to hear it again. Relationships is where it's at. You've got to create great relationships with your people. How do we do that? Just sit and listen to them. Just sit and listen. Have little chats with them every one. That moves into the next one. Have random chats. Some of the greatest things that we always did was kind of get together with some of our key leaders and just sit in the room and just listen and just let them talk. And just talk about the family, talk about what they're doing, and then every once in a while they'll say something about the business, just so that they know they have access to you and that you're a real person. And last, listen. Know that people want to belong, folks. That's all. Set social goals. Say, listen, when you show the presentation 4 times, we're meeting down here at Starbucks. Come and join us. In other words, give them something they're capable of doing and let that be tied to a social goal. Hey, listen, I'll tell you what, anybody that does X number of volume between now and the next event, you're going to go across the stage. You're going to be recognized in front of all these people. Give them a social goal where they can belong, where they feel important. You have the power of words and touch to show how you believe in others. Use it. Your job as you work with your folks is to build them up. As I said, edify. Edify your upline, man. Talk about your mentor and your upline. Do you realize your greatest tool is your upline or mentor? Example, I would talk about my upline when I'm getting ready to go on a 3-way call or something. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm going to work to make sure that I get Bob here. Bob's a very busy person. Bob's financially free as a result of this business. And I'll tell you what, you're going to love Bob because he loves people. But this guy got it together. He's nothing. See, I'm always talking positive about the person. I'm edifying my upline. I'm putting value on my upline. Why? I'm getting ready to put him on the telephone. I'm getting ready to put her on the telephone. And how I have built them up prepares my prospect. In other words, they're coming to the phone now with respect. They're coming to the phone now saying, I'm talking to somebody that knows who they are and where they're going. Do you understand the edification process? It's glue that holds everything together. Several years ago, I was on a committee with Bill Marriott Jr. He's a great leader. I mean, come on, just go to his hotel. He's great leadership training. He's so consistent. If you guys heard of Marriott, you know it's consistent. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a little input here. Their employees normally carry around a little fold-out card. I have right here in front of me. It's referred to as the Marriott Way. Okay? And then the other day, I was at the Ritz-Carlton in Sarasota, and I think Marriott's now about 49% of the Ritz, and I noticed that they had the card with their names on it. Now get this, folks. You know, we're talking about leadership. We're talking about education. We're talking about keeping people in front of their dreams. Do you realize every morning, every section of the hotel holds a brief 15-minute session with the folks and goes over that card for that day? In other words, the head of room service, the head of restaurants, the head of fine dining, the head of housekeeping, the head of accounting, all these, what Bill Marriott calls the heart of the house. They meet at the beginning of each, actually they meet at the beginning of each section. In other words, there might be 3 shifts throughout the day. And here are the 20 values that are taught each and every day and then repeated. Oh, did you hear the word repeated? Repetition, repetition, repetition. Listen to some of these things. Number 1, I'm just going to go through them. I won't give the numbers. Live Marriott core values. Focus on the details. Welcome guests. Prepare for each arrival. Bring Marriott service to life. Know your hotel. Wow them. Be in the know. Be innovative. Invest in your future. Anticipate the needs of others. Individualize their experiences. Show empathy. Go beyond resolution. Build loyalty. Be an expert at what you do. Be sophisticated. Be a team player. Be safe. And give back. Now go back and listen to this, okay? And listen to those 20 core values that every morning throughout the world, in every shift, in every Marriott hotel, they take day 1 and they'll say, live the Marriott core values. And then they explain what they are. And they'll have a discussion with their little group. They send their people out every day, fired up, ready to go, and reminding them of these values. Now, you understand, now you know it's no accident when you say it at Marriott, it's always over the top for comfort and for people when they handle it. My friends, so it is with your business. Train to be the very best. Everyone talks about the competition in network marketing. But you see, there's no competition. The person knows who he or she is and where they're going and are well prepared. See, your journey in this business will take you way beyond just moving a product or sharing a marketing plan. You are in the center of human behavior. And to some degree, you are reshaping the negative behavior that the majority of the people come into this business with into a positive behavior. Wow, you are doctors of solutions. As a future leader and as a current leader, it's your job to create a system of order, a safe place where new folks can come and learn and enjoy the journey. Be careful how you lead. Let me share with you a great story of a great leader. The name was Moses. I love Moses. You can find the story in the book of Numbers. Here we go. It's a neat story on leadership. Moses was called by God, it says, along with his right-hand man Aaron. Now listen here. Listen to this. Immediately, Moses, it says, set up 12 lines. That's right, 12 personal lines sponsored, and assigned a leader in each line. Wow, can you imagine that? He found a leader in each line. Now, his first meeting, he shared his mission. Oh my goodness. Which was to record all the names of those that are 20 years of age or older who could fight the fight. Total number of people at that time that could fight the fight, they were getting ready to go to war, was 603,550. That's a pretty good sized group, right? So I think we need to listen here to Moses as he goes forward. Now, God said this, though, do not include the Levite tribe. They are in charge of the tabernacle of the covenant. That's the home office. I mean, I want you to understand, let's take care of the home office. You guys in the field, take care of the home office. I mean, we're collaborating, we're working together. And God told Moses, you set these people over here to take care of that tabernacle or that home office. Moses, it says in chapter 2, gave clear instructions on how to set up a camp. He set up consistency and established order. Are we getting anything out of this? Moses then delegated Aaron to oversee Levites of their home office or the tabernacle. But now listen, folks, this is unbelievable. You know, like all leaders, we have challenges. But when we move along and we go to chapter 11, we find the people Moses was leading into the promised land began to complain. It says they complain and complain and complain. You're sometimes going to be building an organization, things are going to be moving, and all of a sudden there's going to be some people or some negative person in your group that's going to start this negative cancerous fire and start complaining. I can't believe it's not working for me. I can't believe the company doesn't send a product. I can't believe the lid fell off my product. I can't. That's all it is. That's what's happening to Moses. Okay? Now, later on in chapter 12, let's go back. It says, they complained and the Lord heard their words. Now, later in chapter 12, we see a little counter-espionage work. You know, I was a spy in the Navy for several years, and so I love to follow stories about spies. And what happened here, Moses said, hey, I want 12 of you guys to go up over the hill here, look into the promised land, and tell me what you see, and bring me back a report. So he sent out 12 spies, and they were sent out to investigate over the mountain towards the promised land. Now get this, amazing. 10 came back and reported from the negative, saying such things as you'll not believe the size of those guys over the mountain. We're like grasshoppers next to them. You won't believe how many people are in network marketing. You'll just never believe, this business is just saturated. There's no way. Wow. How about that? 10 of the 12 came back and immediately set themselves up. Man, they're like grasshoppers next to them. However, 2 of the spies said, sure, they're big, but God is with us. And as we would say on hillbilly country radio, what it was, get her done. Let's just get her done. They came back and said, get her done, 2 of them. We can win this battle. So you had 10 folks in the position of leadership, but only 2 in the passion of leadership. Ooh, excuse me. You had the grasshopper syndrome, which simply allowed their fear to exceed their faith. Quick synopsis. Later in chapter 14, God listened to all of these folks complaining and murmuring. Here they kept saying, we should have never left. We're surely going to die out here in the wilderness. We're stuck in this world of drama instead of living our world of dreams. This is a miserable time. I should have never gotten into this business. It's never going to come together. It's never going to work for me. Folks, be very careful as you build this business with your words. Listen to chapter 14, verse 2. If only we had died in Egypt or here in the wilderness. That was their words. Begin complaining. And then bingo. Chapter 14, 28 numbers. This is amazing. As surely as I live, declares the Lord, I will do to you the very things I heard you say. You will all drop dead in the wilderness. Because you complained against me, every one of you, for 20 years of age and older. You will not enter the land I swore to you, except for the 2 spies, Joshua and Caleb, who have passion. Now, what's this little story tell us about leadership? Number 1, share your mission and vision with those that you're leading. Let them know where you're going. Get excited about where you're going. Let them know, hey, what we're doing. We're going to build a coliseum together. Well, you may start saying, we're going to build a house. We're going to put 20 people in a house. Then we're going to put 100 people in a hotel room. And then we're going to go this and we're going to do that. Share your vision. Share your mission with your people. That's what those can. Number 1, protect and respect your home office. Protect and respect your company. Protect and respect. Do not speak negatively of your company. Do start collaborating with your company. Understand how important your company is. Protect and respect. Number 3, keep your lines of sponsorship orderly and well instructed. Number 4, don't create grasshopper syndrome. The grasshopper syndrome, oh, this is not gonna work for me, I can't believe how big these people are going now. Stop the grasshopper, you're not little grasshoppers, you're big people. 5, work with leaders of passion, not leaders of position. Oh, and 6, for goodness sakes, very important, watch your words. Those words you have spoken to me today shall happen to you, your carcasses will be made in the world. See, you have a tremendous opportunity in front of you, but with the opportunity comes great responsibility. These sessions, along with the teaching of your upline mentor, will equip you in such a manner that no obstacle will stand in front of you. You have received a lot of information in these first few series of the inner. We have a few more areas that you will also find extremely helpful. This is a good time to review your notes. Go over your workbook and go over the interactive questions on the internet, answers on the internet. If you will take time to pull out the gems, you will find it to be a pretty simple process to create growth. Sure, you will need work. There is no free lunch, and I'm sure you realize to create the potential income that you can achieve in this business model takes time. Don't get discouraged when things are not happening fast enough. You as a good leader will always feel that are not getting the results that you want. That's just the way it works with great leaders. I was talking with an owner of an airline company on his NDA jet, man, great jet, about $53 million jet. An airline jet, one seats 120, converted to a conference room, a bedroom, a large gallery, bathroom, a lounge, and now seats 12. Can you imagine from 155 to 12 passengers? We were flying this plane and began sharing our dreams with one another. It is he who said, Goshen, we will never get everything done we want to get done. Just face it, Bob, and enjoy it. On our tombstone, Bob, it will read.
Goshen.
Goshen. That's you. As you take a short break and review the material that I have given to this class, remember, you are only in a race with yourself. Set your goals, hold on to your dreams, and never let go. Throw out this negative baggage. And remember, as you move forward, do not be shocked when folks tell you that what you're doing is just nuts. And that you will never be able to do it. You're going to do it. But when they say, no, you can't, I want you to hear my words loud. Yes, you can.
Awesome. I know. It's like, do as your mentor says or you're going to die is kind of what I gathered from
And
that
your
one.
carcass will be left behind.
Yeah, we'll leave you in the bush. You do what I say or. So, who's ready to listen to me now?
All ears.
Yeah.
Who's in there first from now on?
I know. You're like, why did I come to this one? I should have been online. This was the one I should have been online for. Okay, we got 2 people on our online left.
Woohoo!
Oh, we had 5. Maybe Goshen scared them off.
Yeah, I was scared of the wood routine.
No doubt.
I wish it was somebody who they got.
One of them is me.
Oh, so you were on the 5 left. Okay. I wonder. Yeah. What was your guys' thought process with that?
From what I heard, it was a little bit echoey in my vehicle, but when you're presenting to stop and don't over-present.
Yeah.
Talking too much.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
kind of nodded lots on that. What do you think? What do you do when that's happening?
I totally, because I'm uncomfortable talking to people, then all of a sudden I feel the need to, and I'm pretty green as a color, so I need to tell you why this is such a big
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it's
Yeah.
you know, instead of, and that is where I just said, put an email here, like, for me would be fundamental to go, you know, blitz or to go to a party where you do the job, you know, and just be there and listen. And maybe not just once, maybe once, 2, 3 times.
Yeah.
Because I have still, I'm not there yet to be able to listen and to bring then the conversation to, hey, you know, I might have something that can help you. You know, I find it easier when it's the supplement, you know, when it's the green, or when it's, you know, something
Like facts.
But yeah.
yeah, versus,
Like a general question of, oh, tell me how this
Yeah.
works, and you just try to.
yeah,
fill
and
in.
then,
Yeah, trying to overcompensate. Maybe
Yeah.
you're not as you want to get them, bring them in now rather than.
Yeah.
and that is where I think I've been coming a long way, but I still struggle because I was saying at the beginning, you know, I'm running after people because when I give them a blitz cup, and it's like they have no clue
Yeah.
what this is about.
Yeah.
They have no, you know, and I have a lot of good intention, but I'm just not able to package them.
Mhm.
And especially, I miss that listening.
Yes.
You know, that time to just sit down and listen.
Because I think you have to convince them like now, or you're never going to get them.
Yeah.
Instead of
That-
make a
that
connection
is
and
still
understand I
where I
could talk
am.
to them tomorrow more,
Yeah.
or 3 days down the road. So you've been
Yeah.
doing this 2 years now, right? So.
For me to go and blitz at the grocery store, it's like, that is probably one of the most stressful things.
Yeah.
Because you have no time, so
Me too. I
Yeah.
guess.
you need to
You're trying to get
give it and bye.
It's pretty rare. I just walk up to a random person looking at the apples and I like have a blitz card in their face, right? Like
Absolutely.
that is
You know?
just, yeah. It's
I-
more like we're in the checkout aisle and we're chatting a bit, and I'm like, oh hey, here you go.
Yeah.
But-
That's why like it's important to understand like their needs, like it was saying, you need to understand like their story, what they want. So that they're saying something specific on what they need rather than the whole
Yeah, they don't care what the
Business,
ingredients
yeah.
are for the most part. It's
just what they need, say that bit, and then that's when the questions will come in, and that's when it's like back
And then you
forth.
know what to talk about, right? When you hear what they're saying.
Absolutely.
then
Yeah.
you'll know. But it's a habit probably to just.
Oh,
talk, so
naturally.
You need some training then on how to, shorten it up or different things like that. To undo that habit
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, just
Yeah.
listen. Only answer a question asked too. That's
I
another.
like the thing that he had too about, because I feel like I have a lot of people who are like on the fence, keep saying they're gonna sign up. Like I'm just in that. So many from month end last month
Mhm.
that are like ready to go. When is a good time? I think that's a good way to phrase it, rather than like, oh, did you? I go back to the like, oh, did you have any trouble when you were logging in?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't know darn well they didn't sign up. You're like, well, how was it? Like, did everything
Yeah.
process okay?
But like being a bit more and like leaving it to, if they say they're gonna sign up, I trust that they will, but maybe there's time they need to follow up, or
Yes.
maybe it's. I think
Yeah.
that could be an interesting way to phrase for those like 4 people that I have in my head right now that we're all.
Actually,
signing up
I
on the
did
last
try
day of
that
the
this
month
time
to
for
do
once.
so.
yeah.
I finally did try that this time for once. I was
I-
like, so when does work to sign up? Because I kind of got to the point where I was just being more abrupt because I had so many messages to filter through.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to like beat around the bush. And it's actually, they're like, hey, the 20th of August. Oh, okay.
I
All
did
right,
that
then my
too,
date
and
time
then
then. And I'll just contact them
I'll
then.
a few days
Yeah.
before,
Hopefully they do, but we'll see. I guess it was
Yeah.
just, they actually gave me dates for once because I
Yeah.
normally just let it fly off.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh,
I
yeah,
seem
no,
to
I
get the
always
invite.
ask.
Yeah.
Always ask.
I don't usually, I've never been bad at that, but I got bold because I was kind of like, well, I'm tired of responding to people. When are you signing up? And they're like, August. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
day in August, afternoon, evening, what's your work
Yeah.
schedule?
Yeah.
What time zone are you in?
Yeah.
Let's see again what some of the stuff was.
I liked how he said that you can, to get with your new people and be an example to teach them, but you're not done until they can teach.
Yeah, and it's
If
not
that's
that
what
much,
he said.
and I like that it was, well, pretty much, I like it too, and it was like, it wasn't like, it's not much to show them a show.
Yeah.
To be at a party, to talk to them on the phone. It's true.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
liked
that much.
how he phrased. But where are you going next week? Can I join you? Are there any calls I can hop on with you? Can we plan one together?
Yes.
Like that kind of. So the people that I feel like I'm checking in with, but I'm just not sure where to go. I like some of those
Mhm.
questions. That
That
be
is good.
a way
That-
to
that is-
connect further.
Yes, you're almost giving them a goal too, in a way.
Yeah.
Without doing it, it's like, what can we?
Yeah,
do
I
next
wouldn't maybe like throw all those in one sentence, but like I could
Yeah.
Break them
Yeah.
down, or give them a choice. Choose 2 of these for next week.
Yeah. Or because sometimes I feel like I'm stuck with where to go with those conversations.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what else to offer them.
Yeah, you did your training academy. You
I
launched
know.
on Facebook.
Like I don't
Good luck. Probably when you have someone. I know, and especially when they start signing up, like we're gonna be getting more momentum going. We're gonna be signing up 4 or 5 people sometimes a week.
And 9 distributors each. I'm like, and then they come to me and ask me for help, and I'm like, girl, I haven't signed up 9 distributors, and I don't know how long.
Well, funny you say that because I was just
nothing
gonna make
for ya.
I didn't end up making the video. I was gonna do it for today, but today got so crazy. I was gonna do a video on like, what do I do? Because I signed up 11.
Yeah.
How do I keep it?
That's just what, yeah.
How do I keep it so that I'm checking that no one gets falls through the cracks? Because even then, I'm kind of like,
Sign up as 11.
this was the Facebook ad that I did for BOGO.
Oh, okay.
That was this one. But actually, not all of them, though. 5 of them have been fence sitters and follow me for a long time. And one of them one of them used to be a trainer at the gym, and she moved away. And now she's like, hey, I think I'm ready to do this after she saw my ad on my personal Facebook. Another one is in Innisfail, and she's been wanting to do it for a while and just sitting around for a long time. Finally came around. The other one, I actually did a photo shoot with her 6 years ago, and I added her as a friend, and we'd never talked since. Besides, like, when her pictures came out, I was like, awesome pictures, and vice versa. I did Facebook, I didn't either.
Yeah.
So that was another one. The other one has been following me for a long time, trying to get the money together.
Yeah.
And with the BOGO, she scraped it together. Like, it was a challenge, like very big challenge. Like her bank, if any money went in, they're taking it.
Yeah.
So she couldn't even put money in her bank to do it. Like she had to scrape it and like put it on the card and then get it right away kind of thing. So there was her, and it's just all people from maybe even 6 of them were from the past, but there was about 5 new that were strictly from my Facebook ad.
I'm noticing on your Facebook page when I stalk it that you're posting less than you used to.
My personal?
No, on your business one. Are you still? But I'm not sure if you're actually posting less or sometimes it's just showing like the highlighted one. Because lots of times when you're like, go look at my page, there are really good ideas, but then it doesn't show that you posted for days. I think there's
Really?
a setting of something.
Oh, my
And
fan
you
page?
can't, even when I go to my own like fan page wall, I can't see all of my posts.
Yeah,
It
that
just
happens
shows the popular ones.
sometimes.
So I'm like, I can't see the good ones you're talking about.
Oh.
Is it just on your phone? Or is it like only through your phone?
No, I was on the computer when I was,
Let's
yeah, it was
see.
just yesterday or the day before.
Okay, so July 26th is like this one's pinned. I should probably unpin that because we
I
can't
wonder if it's
do that
something like,
anymore. But 1 hour ago,
yeah, because that's something too, I'd have to like go into my photo album, then find the picture, but if I'm scrolling, I'm
Yeah,
like, where's
you
that picture?
can't. So yeah, when I'm trying to like stop which ones are really working, I'm not able to see.
I would say 3 times a day probably.
Okay, you still are that.
Yeah.
I wasn't seeing like anywhere near that. So I'm like, I wonder if she's got like some new technique and she's only posting like 4 times a week now.
No, but I've been doing a lot more giveaways and it's getting more activity on my fan page. And 3-day detox kits are pretty much my giveaway.
Yeah.
I've been doing the odd wraps too because I'm like, oh, so many BOGOs, I should probably like get some more interaction. And actually, 2 of my signups were from people that want a detox kit. And they're following and saying, oh, I could sign up and I like the greens, okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, it is actually working and worth it. Maggie, stop it.
Tomorrow, I definitely, kind of promoted the detox kit, so I'm gonna put the ones together.
Oh, I saw that. That's good.
Yeah, and I
Right,
let them
great.
know it, and I left the basket 20, as the, costume of the day, just because.
It was like an appreciation day, like, thanks for
Absolutely,
coming.
absolutely, just thanks for coming, I tell you Tuesday, this is Wednesday, so I'm not leaving you much possibility to, and, and so that is where I was kind of focusing a little bit. Just come, you get the free stuff, and want to make something good. And go from there.
I wanted to have another open party here.
I put that in my notes during that tonight from the spark. We were like, okay, I'm gonna set one up for next week.
Oh yeah, good idea. I was thinking is again kind of close where it works for you and that's kind of fun.
I do think
September,
that they're
Charlotte.
different in the sense though that the people who are gonna come to an open party here are local people. Chances of your interested Sylvan like guests that are just interested in trying to rack and that kind of thing, coming to a half-day session in Calgary are pretty minimal. Right? That's more for like somebody who's thinking about signing and is really serious. I think it's pretty different than the kind of person who attends a party.
And someone that just wants to try the product.
Yeah. You know, someone who just wants to try the product, chances are, unless they live in Calgary, they're not going to be a guest that comes.
Yeah, like not gonna come
It's a different kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Unless they're super interested in the business.
Yes, exactly.
Then it's
Unless
like
they're
maybe.
a business lead, then, you know, and coming with a good friend or something like that.
Yeah, maybe September I'll try another open party and we can do mini training at the end too.
I like how we talked about the 3 closing questions. So it kind of like creates that image in their mind, right? Of once you've heard their needs, of if they want to stay at home or they just want that new boat or they want, you know, anything, then it's like, can you see this helping you out with that specific need?
Yeah, because if they're like, no, it's kind of like, okay, let's move on.
And then
Makes
it's different.
sense.
It's so everyone's why.
And it's also getting them to do that yes route, you know. Even
The
if
yes
they don't
response.
really, chances are, like, if they even kind of see it, they probably answer yes to you.
Yeah, they'd be
So
too
it would
scared to
get
say
them,
no.
like, nodding.
Yeah, the more yeses you can get out of them,
Yeah.
the
Then when
better.
you see them nodding, you're like, okay, so when's the good time?
Yeah, it probably give you more confidence too to close it.
I think I missed that. What were the questions? 3 closers.
It was, do you see where this business model would help you stay at home? Would you like to stay at home? When would be the best time to get started?
So you could replace "Would you like to be at home" with anything.
Yeah, so that's with,
On more vacations with your family,
yeah, do you see how this would help you
and then
have that
achieve
extra money
goal.
for more vacation?
Whoa! Get all crazy over there. You're on the
What setting you got going on there?
shimmy, shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy. Okay, so side story. I'm like in the chair, like just gave birth. I'm like, and Jason's ready to nurse, and like I still like the tummy flab, and I'm going to test the chair, and the guy's like, here, let me show you this setting. And it starts like in the middle of like the tree, so we're like shaking your head, turn this off. This is like embarrassing. It's like jiggling everywhere. I'm like getting ready to lactate going on here. It's like shimmying me everywhere. I'm like, oh, turn this off, please. I'm so embarrassed. It's like, who puts this setting on to a girl like that? Clearly has a newborn in her stroller. Like, fuck her off. Who does that? Who does that? A male, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Male.
He was busting. He's like, I gotta do this.
You can do
Figure it out.
whichever one you pushed, that was the one. So everyone's
I didn't.
Hannah probably needs one for sure after coaching all day.
Say that again.
You probably need a massage.
I haven't quite. I've had a week off this week now.
Yeah, so she's saying it just.
Oh, so you
And
just
that's,
hang out.
and
That's
that's,
it.
yeah, and that's the reason
For
why
this
we
week.
can
Do the party quickly.
Yeah. It's been nice just to like chill out. Yeah.
Do you see this helping you with your goals?
I do. Yeah.
She hasn't signed yet, I don't think, right? No.
Not yet. No.
Yeah, but,
Yeah. I genuinely do want to though. Yeah.
cool.
Good for you for being here ahead of time.
Yeah.
I
Soaking
know.
it all up.
Yeah.
She like helps
really
Kiara go to your
are.
She's like, I'll coach you, Kiara.
She went around a little bit, just like, well, jump in the car.
Yeah. I was like, are you sure? She was like, yep. Get her. Okay.
I'll go hang out there, Dad. Sure.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I'm going. Are you ready? You're in the car.
She says she's green. I don't believe her.
No, I have orange and blue actually. Orange and green is the second one.
Swamp water brown.
Carrie posted a thing before you did in there, and I saw it in her thing as we
That's
were
right.
riding.
Yeah, that's right.
So I read it out to the kids in the vehicle. And like I didn't realize as I got into it, it probably wasn't the kids' version because it was like pretty business oriented.
Yeah.
But they're all like, I'm pretty sure that I'm a yellow. I'm definitely a blue. And it's like super like
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, I know what I am. I'm so sure of it.
I'm a good networker, so it must be this. You are 7. I'm okay. Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Because we averages today.